Hi, and welcome back. Today we will finish chapter 17 with Isra. Yesterday we found out that she was pardoned and will be leaving prison in 6 months' time. When I was putting together the chapter outline, and I knew that I wanted Isra to get out, but I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do that yet, I was so happy in my research when I discovered that the King of Thailand pardon prisoners. So this was the perfect way to get Isra out. And then when I was writing, it really became interesting to me as Isra formed these friendships with Sunny and Daw. What would happen between the friendships when one was getting out and the other two were not? So that's what this section of the book explores. If she could say what she actually felt, she would have said, "It's not fair, Isra. You're a murderer. I never hurt anyone. I have a child, and all you have is an old farang." Even Daw was different with me. Her teasing took on a harder edge. Her little jabs stuck to me like barbed wire, her laughter threatening to make me bleed. "Geez, who do I have to murder to get out of here?" I laughed along with the others, clinging to the fact that my time was limited, and beneath it all, my friends were hurting. They were mourning the loss of our constant companionship and bitter to be the ones remaining. So we've got the ladies who are not happy, but there's one person who is going to be happy about this news. "Well, my violet haired girl, this is brilliant. I have a lot to do to prepare for your homecoming." Grinning, Gordon was out the door, foregoing any treatment. What it was he had to do, I did not know, but I hoped it did not involve telling his daughter. As my release date neared, I dreamt more. I fidgeted restlessly through the nights, worrying about what Miss Emily would do when she found out about me. My fears gave way to an increasing anxiety, and I felt myself tense in Gordon's presence. He felt it too. All those near me felt it, whether I wanted them to or not. My uneasiness seemed to carry through the air and smack everyone in its path. As hard as I tried, I could not contain my negativity. It flowed freely, spoiling what should have been a joyful time in my life. But I could not help but feel there was a poison about to be released, and that it would kill me before I had the chance to swallow freedom. Cockroach whispered to me one night, "If you don't get it together, I'll have to visit someone else." I did not think that was entirely a bad thing. After years of his visits, I had grown accustomed to him and our conversations, especially when the bridge between my friendships had collapsed. I felt Cockroach was my only friend. On another sleepless night, I lay in silence, listening to the breath of others. Sunny was crying in her sleep again. It should have been me. Why wasn't it me? I heard Cockroach approaching before I saw him. "Your hair looks nice." "Thanks. I'm trying a new shade of mauve. It's called I'm Outta Here Mauve." I gave Cockroach what I hoped to be my best smile and lay my head back down. For once, I did not care if he crawled in my ear. Before I closed my eyes, I thought I saw a man, a soldier, standing next to him. Was he who I thought he was? That night, I slept without dreaming. It was my last breakfast at the Women's Correctional Institute, and I was not sure how I felt. A part of me wanted to laugh, and another part of me wanted to scream. But mostly I wanted to laugh at the ridiculousness of the situation. I was about to be set free, and those dearest to me were not celebrating my victory. I wanted my friends to be by my side in spirit, to be proud they were with me. I wanted to carry them with me when I laughed, to be nervous with me. I wanted friends I could count on. It seemed Da and Sani would not be those friends. A monk, a raven, and a soldier returned to the Women's Correctional Institute. Shall we? Said monk. Of course, said soldier. The three enter. They are not noticed by the living. They observe three women saying their goodbyes. One has barbed wire bracelets around her ankles. One has dead eyes. And the other, violet hair. All three have broken hearts, but no one is bold enough to reveal the true depth of her despair. So they part ways, separated by what should have been circumstance rather than foolish pride. Bugger, said Raven. We'll come back to find out what Isra's life is like out of prison with Gordon. It would appear that she's got what she's planned. But before we get back to Isra, we will have a runny and we'll find out what's going on in Cambodia. Thank you for listening.